YouTube. All right, so I got a crazy facial today, and I'm had like the top 9 layers of my skin burned off. So, and I did this funny thing where I'm very embarrassed to go in like the smoothie place to get my smoothie this morning, but I'm not too embarrassed to go live on YouTube. Go figure. So here we are, bright shiny red face. I am live on Facebook up there, YouTube right here. We're gonna be doing you guys double duty. There's Morgan.
Hi guys.
She's always on here helping me out, trying to grab me things, but I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna readjust you guys a little so you can see a little bit better. Hello, Brandy. We are going to be working on, we're gonna start out by putting a layer of epoxy down on this guy. All right, we're gonna tilt Facebook down so I can get in the action here. We're gonna just go ahead and put the second layer of epoxy on this. We started this guy yesterday. Well, sorry, we epoxied this guy for the first round yesterday. And so, hello, Tish over here. Tish just jumping on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So, you wanna flip our fan on?
Yes.
And so we are going to do the second coat of epoxy on this. Yesterday, I did not do a flood coat on this tumbler. Oh, I did a little bit of a flood coat, but I could have gone a little bit heavier. And I did not go as heavy as I could have. So we're gonna do a second coat today to make sure that we get a good coverage on this chunky glitter. Jessica's on time. Hello. So this one I'm gonna be using our pouring Art Epoxy. Yesterday I did the first layer of pouring Art Epoxy on this guy. And so we're gonna do round 2. All right, so you wanna hand me mini cups and a scale. Brenda's on time. Hello, hello. Oh. All right, there's a little wire pin is scraping and making some god-awful noises. Scale, there we go. Yep. All right, so we're gonna do 30 grams. Again, so we're gonna use our little scale here, off to the side. Measure out 30 grams. This is the pouring Art Epoxy on the website. $15. $30 and a squish. Okay. And stir stick. All right, and as I always say, do as I say, not as I do, and stir nice and slowly. I'm gonna stir quickly. Oh, Julie's got me everywhere. She's got me on TV and for YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget to give me thumbs ups, guys. Thank you. All right, so this is the Coastal Tumbler. I'm making this one for Deepika. She won this in the auction that we had to support our local homeless teen shelter. And so she said, I have full creative license to do whatever I want. She is a breast cancer survivor. So I'm gonna be doing something really cool for her. Ooh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do that on this one. Can you get me the white alcohol ink, please? Ooh, what's going on with the screen? There we go. All right, so we are gonna do some white clouds on here. We're gonna make waves and some whitewash. So I'm gonna show you how I do that, because that'll work good on the second coat. So this is gonna be our second coat of epoxy over this chunky glitter. We applied this glitter with the hang method and let it cure up overnight, sealed it, and now we dropped 1 layer of epoxy on it yesterday, and now we're going in for round 2. And on this layer, we're gonna add some of the beautiful white caps to the ocean. This was the funny one that we have the sand on the wrong side, but that'll work.
I'll look at the other one.
I'm more looking for the big one that's probably loose. It's a big white bottle.
You're not.
Nope, it's not that size though. But the white color will work as well. So I'm just gonna separate a little bit of this epoxy off to the side, and that's what we're gonna use for our white caps. I am using Little Lee and Rose. Angela, I'm using Little Lee and Rose pouring art epoxy. In the description below the tutorial, you can see the link for our website. And guys, if you have not used this code yet, for your first time for one purchase on the website, you can use the code Y, T 10, so YT10 for YouTube 10, and we'll give you 10% off your purchase. So that code is out there, and Y, T, and then 10, and that will give you 10% off one purchase. You can only use it once. It only lets you use it once. But you are welcome to use that for purchasing stuff today. We have turners, we have our own brand of epoxy, we have tons of glitter and molds and decals and all kinds of awesome stuff on the website for working with your epoxy. And crafting projects and custom keychains and stuff. And you know me, there's always stuff in the works. Swag bags, you guys. Swag bags are epic. You guys, you know how we can tell when you love what's in swag bags? We have record numbers of people signed up for swag bags. It's amazing. Record numbers. If you don't know what a swag bag is, it is our monthly subscription that we do here at Little Lee and Rose, and it is a mystery goodie bag full of amazing new products and stuff and cool new technique things and lots of stuff. You can check it out on our website as well. If you go into our Facebook group, you can see a lot of posts about it. People are starting to get their swag bags from last month that just went out. Guitar pick molds, yes. Oh my God, I saw a great video of a guy with the band. I don't even know what band it was. It was a popular band. My brain can't think of it. Yes, that's it. They had a guy come up from the audience, got up there, and the leader of the band was like, "Hey, you want to play the guitar?" And the guy took the guitar, and then pulls a guitar pick out of his pocket. And the guy was like, "Dude, you brought your own pick." All right, Brandy. All right, so now we've got that going, and we're gonna take, let's see, we're gonna take our little extra bit. See you later, alligator. And we're gonna put a little bit of white alcohol ink in the remaining. Now, remember when you add,
Morgan, don't forget to turn your fan off.
when you add a little bit, when you add liquids or any kind of colorant or dyes or anything, you want it to be less than 1/10. You don't want to oversaturate your epoxy because you don't want to change the chemical composition of your epoxy. So if you add too much alcohol ink, it will affect the outcome of your tumbler. So good rule of thumb is 1/10. So 10 parts. What?
Oh, I was like, you're stirring, right?
Oh, 10 parts to 1 part. Sorry, guys. Made a nice, good, solid mess with my white alcohol ink. We're good. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and we're gonna make some white caps here, and we're just gonna use the white and we're gonna drizzle it along. I put it here for the whitewash that's going to be on the beach. I don't know if I've ever done this style on camera with you guys, actually. This makes beautiful clouds too. Like if you do a solid color, like if we were to have done this entire tumbler, maybe in this color, we call this color Chris. It would be really pretty with some, this is almost like a smoke look over it. Oh, Tish. Tish has gotten every single swag bag, girl. Now there's a couple people that have been there since the beginning. We appreciate it. And you've never been disappointed, Tish, but how amazeballs have the last few been. Just saying. All right, I've got a little extra left. I don't want to get too crazy here with this. So we're gonna save this. We're gonna see how it goes because you don't want to overwhelm the cup. Pick a Roblox. If you go over to my TikTok, Little Lee and Rose on TikTok, go through my TikToks, and we have a TikTok where we're giving away a turner, so get in on that one. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually take my finger and I'm just gonna swoosh it around and see how that just kind of gives it that wispy look. Because I don't want to get a swirl going like you would for like a, what's it called? A Milky Way. I just want like a wispiness to it. So we're just kind of gently pushing it out. Always make sure you're wearing a nitrile glove for this, you guys. This is not latex glove material. You want nitrile. You want to block any of the chemical from going into your skins. So you want to wear the nitrile. But how pretty is this? Just giving it a swoosh. You can leave some of them as is. Have a little bit darker white. Don't rush. Take your time. It's going to be there. Oh, Carol from North Carolina. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining us on YouTube, I'm also live in our Facebook group. I go live from our Facebook group a lot. I'm super active in there. Come join us on Little Lee and Rose, Tumblers, and more. We have a page and a group, so make sure you're joining the group. If it asks you questions to be there, that means you have found the group. If there's no questions, that means you're just on our page. Join us both for both. We do some advertising and sales through the page, and we do a lot of interactive inspiration and group chat, and my moderators go live as well and teach some cool stuff. And there's a lot of activity going on, lots of education, a lot of sales, a lot of deals announced in the Facebook group. So come join us over there.
Katie got epoxy in her mouth today.
Oh, Katie, I can't even
God.
imagine. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen the TikTok of that one girl? I love her. She's a big, heavy-set girl, and she's got the dandelion, and she's running, and she goes to like blow it out, but she sucks in, and the dandelion goes in her mouth. She goes, oh my God, imagine being so fat your body thinks you're supposed to eat the dandelion. Oh my God, I almost died laughing. TikTok is super fun. All right, so isn't this cup gorgeous just like this? So I'm not gonna fiddle with it anymore. We're gonna keep it simple. I hope you flushed that. Well, I'm sure you did. I can't imagine you wouldn't not flush that out of your mouth. And the amount of spitting you'd have to do. All right, so I'm gonna let this one set. We're gonna put it back where it was yesterday, back under the table. We're gonna let it cure up. We'll come back for some cool stuff on that one tomorrow. I'm gonna be going live. Oh boy, got my other turners stacked there. We're gonna be going live every day from YouTube today, working on these tumblers. So if you wanna catch them in order and not miss out on each step of different tumblers, you can come live with us every day. I will be going live at 4:30 Central Time, Texas time. All right, so now we're gonna move on. Yesterday we started a tumbler. We're gonna do this one.
Okay.
We started the Just Peachy tumbler. I know, a little turvy dirt. You can get his little fluffy bed from the room next door. So yesterday, we started a tumbler, and we used our brand new Just Peachy palette. It launched last night. You guys, there's only 30 left. When they're sold out, they are sold out. This is the Just Peachy palette. You have Finch, Fritz, Finley, Ferris, and Fisher. If you do not know the history of Little Lee and Rose, sorry guys. If you do not know the history of Little Lee and Rose, we name all of our glitters with boy names because I have triplet girls. So I never got to name boys, and I wanted boys my whole life. So all of our glitters have boy names. All of our micas actually have girls' names, and they're the girlfriends to the boys. But we put out, every other week we do a palette, and it's supposed to be like a beautiful blend of colors that work well together. They have an inspiration, and this week's inspiration was actually, I found this really, really cool decal. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I made it's called the Farm Fresh palette. That's this guy. And these are the glitters to go along. And we also have available are the vinyl packs. So that you get this full sheet of water slide and then the 4 printed vinyls. We've got the watermelons, the strawberries, the lemons, and the peaches. So you get the 4 vinyls and the 6 water slides in one bundle. And you get the glitters in the second bundle. These are my glitters. They are doubled up. There's two full sets in each bottle. But on the website, you get 1 ounce of each of these colors. Or you can buy the whole kit. We call it the all-inclusive package. And you get the the glitters, the vinyl packs, and the single-walled acrylic tumbler. And so the tumbler that I am working on today is this one, and it has this adorable little frosting topper on it. There's only 15 of the all-inclusive packages left. They almost sold out. We're down to the nitty-gritty. So you get this adorable topper to go with it. Now I have paste painted this cup. Yesterday we started this tumbler. We're gonna keep working on this tumbler. We base painted it in coral gloss. This is Rust-Oleum. This is the paint can that it came in. So if you want to matchy with us here. So the bottom is done in coral gloss, and then the top is done in matte citron. Here's the paint can for that one, and that's along the top here. Do you have the other cup that's spray painted so I can show them what the spray paint looks like? No, the other tumbler we prepped today. This same tumbler. Right there behind you by your butt.
Oh my god, I was like,
All right, so this is what it looked like yesterday. So this is the spray paint job. We did the coral and then just a little bit of the yellow at the top to do the little peak. And then we glittered it, ombre glittered it yesterday. So if you want to check that out, you can jump back on the YouTube channel and look for Just Peachy Part 1. That is on our YouTube channel. I achieved the look by using the ombre shakers, and we mixed, for the blend, we mixed these two guys into this ombre shaker, and we mixed these two guys into this ombre shaker. And then what I did here is I took this and I did the ombre shaker along this area, and I did this ombre shaker along this area, and then I put the dark on the bottom, the peach in the middle, and the yellow on the top, and we got this perfectly beautiful blend. So that's using the two ombre shakers, which are on our website. You can see I store them upright like this. That's what he does to a rat. If he catches a mouse, that's what he does. If you hear a weird little noise, that's my little dog. He's got a little squeaky toy and he's trying to murder it.
It's a cupcake.
It's a cupcake, but he thinks it's a squirrel because it squeaks. So these are 3 of the Just Peachy bundle. All right, so we're gonna keep working on this tumbler. Okay, so today we're gonna pop this on and we're going to epoxy this guy. We are making this tumbler for Tahani. She bought this in our auction last week to benefit our homeless teen shelter. Okay, foam. Okay. All right, so this is the Lily and Rose Turner. Michelle, it is kind of personal preference, but as long as it's FDA compliant epoxy, you will have no issues. But some people still do not choose to epoxy on plastic. Oop. But as long as you are using FDA compliant epoxy. Thank you for the stars, Tony. Oh my gosh, Tony's dropping in with 1,000 stars. Thank you, girl. But it does come down to personal preference of whether you want to or not. But yes. All right, so epoxy. Now, because of the shape of this tumbler, it can get a little weird for you because it's very hard to level these tumblers out. So I do babysit these a little bit. If I need to tilt up or tilt down, I will work with it. No worries. Hi, Mary Jane. You're welcome, Michelle. But yeah, it does come down, whether you want to epoxy on acrylic comes down to personal preference. You can epoxy on it, but it's kind of like there's people who won't wear sunscreen because they think it's going to be a problem, and then there's everybody else in the world is wearing sunscreen. So it really comes down to personal preference on what your comfort level is and how you feel about things. But yes, we are using Lily and Rose epoxy, is completely FDA compliant and safe. He'll get you, watch out. He does not fool around when it comes down to those squeaky toys. All right, so we are going to epoxy this guy. We're going to go ahead and get it started. So when you talk about epoxying on plastic, you're going to have people that are very, very passionate against it, and then you're going to have people that are like, it's totally fine. Again, it is personal preference. I see the, huh?
Just don't want this on?
Yes, because we're epoxying. I see the conversation all the time. I don't engage in groups about it because I don't like drama. Oh, Mary Jane's working on her battle box. I'm not a drama person, I don't engage, but when I teach in my group, I'm always err on the side of safety, but I also do.
I thought you laughed. I thought nobody
But
was here.
I also know that our epoxy is safe, so I'm comfortable telling you guys it's okay. But again, personal preference. I'm gonna say it a million times. Personal preference. Because people are gonna come at me in the comments.
I found some. Do you still want me to order something, or will one of these work?
That one will work.
The one in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I felt like these were way too thin. So I may do this, just in case.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's really adorable.
But on one line, it wraps around too far. So,
It's fine.
is it fine? Can you tell
We'll
us?
figure it out. Can you hand me a stir stick? Oh, I got one.
I was just proud of this. I can show you.
Christina's, we're working on a Tumblr for our Snapchat channel, guys. And Christina's
Yeah.
making some cute stuff.
The other ones are right. The other ones are a little.
Well, if we're gonna go outside the lines, I mean, why don't we just go full tilt outside
make
the
it
lines?
big.
That's what.
It's all dry. You can touch it over there.
So like
Yeah. So the stripes will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It can if it's. I mean, it's gonna be freaking cute.
Yeah.
Either way, I think
Either
it's
way.
cute.
We can talk about it more tomorrow. I just want to show you because I thought that turned out really cute.
Yeah.
This is cute.
100%.
100%.
Tina's so talented, you guys.
I know. Hopefully you don't die, because then who's gonna do your talented stuff?
Hey, Belinda.
Bye guys. Drive safe. See you
Bye.
tomorrow. Little dog, right?
He's in here. Yeah, he's killing his little squishy animal.
Did one of you come to the bathroom a minute ago?
No.
I went into the other room.
So
and then I
this
went
is
over
my
here.
scale. This is
Nobody
what I
was
use
here.
to measure my epoxy. All of the Lily and Rose pouring art epoxy and our molding epoxy and our quick cure. All of our epoxies on our website that we developed are measured by weight, and I love it. Yes, Christina can, Tahani. She sure can. I forgot which one it is. We've got the whole list. Oh, I'm supposed to be working on my battle cup. I just want to, I actually like it with the silver. And Christina says I have to do something to it. So in our group in Little and Rose, we do something called a battle box. It releases on the 7th of every month. There's only 200 of them released. And everyone who buys it creates a cup and then posts it in the group. And then we have a winner. We call it the battle box. But it's really for anyone from beginner to advanced. You do not have to be an amazing tumbler maker. We've had people win. It's literally their first cup. And they, oh yeah, Morgan. That's right. Morgan did it. That's how we found Morgan, actually. Because we were mailing her prize, and I realized it said New Braunfels on her address. I'm like, oh my God, do you want to come work here? So she said yes. She said yes. Next month theme for the battle box. I don't remember. I'm going to have to peek at that. We've gone through and planned next year's battle boxes, and so I have all the themes in my mind. And so I'm going to have to go back and relook at each individual one.
Jessica said to tape off the glitter and naughty parts to do the power wash. On yours?
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, I'm swooping up. Even though I'm taped off, I like to stay in the habit of swooping up. So if you have not learned this trick from me yet, when you're doing your epoxy and you want to not get any epoxy in your tumbler, you always want to go up with your epoxy, only up. Don't go back down. When you go back down is when you get the epoxy inside. Swoop up, swoop up and away, up and away, up and away, and you will avoid getting any epoxy in the bits and the bobs down inside that you don't want epoxy. Oh, he's still mad at that little toy. Georgia, I actually have a couple tutorials on YouTube on how to add pictures. You can use we have printable vinyl on our website, and you can just grab the printable vinyl, print your image on it with your printer, and There we go. Add your image on it with your printer, cut it out, and stick it on your tumbler. You can do it with water slide, and you can also do a photo transfer. And the photo transfer is what I have on the website. I am dying.
I was gonna say, do you want a new glove the way there's no epoxy on it?
No. You're good. All right, so we're gonna let this one go. We got a little extra epoxy, we'll save that. Oh my gosh, Ashley! Oh, Carol's come to the dark side on TikTok. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. If you are watching over on YouTube and you want to give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. It makes me feel good. Oh my gosh, I've heard that Dollar Trees are expanding. Some of them are going to be called Super Dollar Trees. I do not need anything else from Dollar Tree, if you could see the situation that's here. Oh, where's the shoot? I didn't leave a tail on this one when I taped it off. All right, so now we're going to pull the tape. You want to pull the tape immediately after epoxying. Again, this is another one where there's debates around the internet. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I can tell you pulling your tape immediately is the best. If you let it sit and cure up and it gets stringy, when you pull it, it's going to leave little pulls like taffy, and it's going to get on your threads. So pull your tape immediately. Even if you're taping off the lip, tape off the lip and pull the tape immediately. All right, I am going to torch this one just a touch. Christina steals it frequently.
Yep.
I'm going to torch just a little bit. We're probably going to end up doing 2 layers of epoxy on it. Again, the glitter that I used for this, oh, Joyce, I was just going to say, the glitter that I just used for this is on the website. It's under today's deals. It is the Palette F. It's called Farm Fresh. Ooh, sorry, you Facebookers. I'm out of frame for you guys almost. I apologize, guys. All right, so this one is going to go under the table. It's going to cure up, and tomorrow we are going to keep working on this. So again, this is Farm Fresh. It comes with 5 glitter colors. It's $17.50. You get the Peach Pit color, Coral Peach, Neon Peach, Yellow, a beautiful, what yellow would you call that?
Sunflower.
Sunflower, that's a good one. Sunflower yellow, yes. And then a really soft peachy pink. And those are the 5 glitter colors. And I use 3 of those glitter colors on this tumbler. You can also get the matching vinyl pack or the all-inclusive bundle, and that actually includes the tumbler that I just was working on.
Do you want to preview these?
What was that?
Do you want to preview these?
Oh no! If you want to check it out, you can catch this in replay to see them. I already showed off the palette packs and stuff. You want to grab me the cup? All right. So now we are going to actually do hang method. I've got a little bit left over, and we have actually a can koozie prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to actually do the can koozie in. Let's do this one. This one and this one. So I already have these 2 already mixed into a glitter ombre shaker. You want to grab me one more ombre shaker? And I already have these 2 mixed into an ombre shaker, so I'm going to have that set here. And then when you buy the ombre shakers, you guys, they will come with a couple of these extra bags, and they are to store any glitter that you've mixed that you don't want to just toss and you don't want to waste. So I've got Ferris and Fisher already blended together in here from the previous tumbler. I'm going to stick that down in this little bag to save it. You can see how pretty that is. So I'm going to save that for later. I'm actually going to be making a second one of those cups, so this will come in handy. And that way you don't have to waste any glitter. Okay, so now I just brain farted. Oh, I guess I didn't need one because I was tapping that one back away. So. All right, so now I'm gonna mix Fritz and Finley. So when you do this, you wanna blend the 2 colors below and above each other. So the one below and the one above. So we're gonna do this, whoop, that's a lot. Okay, so here's Fritz. He's the pretty coral peach color. And then Finley is kind of like our neon peach color. Let's see if we can give you a little tilt. Sorry, Facebookers. Oh, this is gonna be real pretty, real pretty. All right, we're gonna stir these guys, and then you just stir them up. Mix them together. And this is how you're gonna get that perfect blend line in between. This is kind of like, you know how there's the cheek glitter, which is on our website, it's Bo and Curtis are the perfect cheek glitters. This is how you do a cheek ombre. Makes ombreing so easy. Okay, replace the little sifter top. I keep them stored upright in a little cup with rocks on it so that it stays upright and easy peasy. Okay, and now I'm gonna do hang method, and I've got these few grams of epoxy left from the last tumbler. That's probably a lot. So we actually have enough to do 2. So hang method is when you use just literally like the leftovers of epoxy and you coat your tumbler with it, and that's how you apply your glitter. If you have not tried this, I highly recommend it. It makes glitter applications absolutely beautiful. So you saw my previous ombre that was done using this method, and you basically use just a touch of epoxy. You do have to work to get that epoxy around and down the tumbler because it's going to be very thin, but it is by far my favorite. I'm still working on editing that video. It was an hour and 30 minutes of footage, and it will be cut down to hopefully under 30 minutes of actual video. I'll be cutting out all the useless stuff. But if you can imagine how long it took to film that hour and 30 minutes, and then to edit an hour and 30 minutes down to just a few minutes, oh my gosh, it's insane. I worked for a couple hours last night, and I got down, it's like 16 minutes, I think. So I've got another 40-some hour left. All right, so we're just swooshing this around and making sure I go along the top edge as well. This is a can koozie. I had a sparkling water the other day, and when I have the vent fan on in here, if you have not know this, I just want to make sure I always say this. I am working with a super high powered ventilation system in this office, so I can work in here without a chemical respirator on. But if you are working with epoxy, please wear a respirator for safety. It's just good for your health. Okay, clean my finger off, make life easy on me. All right, so this is a very, oops, I missed a spot. There we go. This is a very small space. Oh, I need parchment. 2 parchment papers. This is a very small surface area to work on, so we're gonna give it our best to get a good ombre in here with three colors smashed into a very small space. All right, so we're gonna take our ombre glitter shaker. Yes, this is a can koozie, but you can also get the little 14-ounce stubbies that are on the website. Those are nice little short cups too. And the 12-ounce moderns I really like. All right, so there we go. We got our line. This is our dark and medium blended together. And you can see I've just got it a couple inches away, and I'm just doing a gentle tapping. Ooh.
Oop, you're almost off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you adjust this camera? Yeah. There you go. And then this one as well. Because you can't, I want them to be able to see how far away the shaker is. That one's a little more difficult. There you go.
Yep.
There we go. I just want you guys to see how far away I hold the shakers. So when I'm doing glitter colors, you want to do all your ombre middle bits before you go in and do your solid colors. So I'm going to do, the next line is going to be the light color. And so now you can see I've got it a couple inches away. And I'm just going to come in here and do the mix between the medium and the light. And this is using the Farm Fresh bundle. It's on today's deals at littleandrose.com, and the website will be in the description below the video. Okay, so now we're going to be working in our full colors. I'm going to start with Fritz along the bottom.
dragging the ice cream cone underneath the
To
shelf.
kill it. He's going to take it underneath the shelf to murder it. He doesn't want an audience while he destroys it. My little puppy. He's never had a toy here. This is the first time I brought a toy into the office for him.
Besides his bones.
Yeah. All right, so you can already see the beautiful blend right there of the two colors coming up the cup. And this is Fritz. Oh, my parchment paper folded.
Want me to get?
Glitter ship duster brush. Clean my surface here. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with Finley. And Finley's gonna go right down the middle. Finley's our medium tone color. These are not in shakers. These are just in my glass jars. They are not in shakers. You don't need the shaker for this part. You just need the shaker for the blend part.
We're in the camera. There you go.
So we're just going to go in. And we go a little bit high and a little bit low. When I mean that, I mean I go a little bit into this way and a little bit into that way. So then we can go, so you can angle it and shimmy it down. And that's gonna soften that line up. And then we're just gonna gently shimmy it the other way as well. Not too hard the other way. This way it doesn't matter because you've already got this covered. But when you go this way, you gotta be careful because you don't want it to get down into the part of the tumbler that you haven't glittered yet. So you just gotta be a little bit more strategic about where you shimmy your glitter. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna hand that to you. Sorry, off camera, I'm just kind of shaking it a little bit like this to get any loose glitter to come off before you work on the light color. I most likely, because it's the lightest color, it's gonna get a little bit contaminated, the glitter that falls down. So I will probably be adding it to this packet that I had from the Ombre Glitter Shaker. And that way I don't waste it. It can go in, this is my little mini dump bucket of just the two colors blended together. So now I can just go in here and put this right along that top line and let it sift down the tumbler. And you get that beautiful creamsicle tumbler. It's not that bad actually. I expected a little bit more. All right, so now we've done, this is on the hang method. You can go back in if you want and tap, just very gently.
You want the first?
No, I'm good. It's too late. It's too late. Started tapping. And start tapping that down in. And just make sure it grips onto that epoxy really, really well. When you apply your glitter with the hang method, it is a very solid application. And what I mean by that is this glitter is very well attached to this cup when you use the hang method. You're gonna have very little glitter tomorrow fall off or come off of this cup because it will all be gripped well onto that cup by the epoxy. So we're just gently going in.
Everyone says it reminds them of like the push pops as a kid.
Yeah. And you also have your glitter duster brush. You can go in a little bit very gently if you wish to dust a little bit. If you see that there's a little spot that's a little too dark, you can always go in and dust off a little bit. And just tap your duster brush off. This is on a website as well. This is the glitter duster brush. Yes, this is a can koozie, Shelly. Or sorry, Shelby. Hello. Hello, Shamira. All right, so now this one, we're gonna pull the tape. Remember, always pull your tape immediately. You don't wanna screw that one up. And we're gonna let this guy cure up overnight. So tomorrow we will come back in after it's cured and we will do a good glitter duster brush and dust off any excess, and then we will spray paint it with clear spray paint. And the clear spray the clear spray paint will hold any glitter left in place that might fall out as well. All right, so I'm just cleaning up my space a little bit here. Use my duster brush to get it all clean. Okay. Now we're gonna bring in our donut. If you missed this yesterday, this.
You still need this or?
Yes, because I'm gonna put a turner on it. You can.
Fisher? Or Fisher?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I see that one right there.
I don't know. So this is the donut that we worked on yesterday. Morgan has already put dibs. She's asked me to make another one. I'm going to be making another one anyway, so she's already put dibsies on it. So this is the one we worked on yesterday. The glitter on the base of the cup is Rocket. We have Alexander and Logan.
Yes.
Yeah, Alexander and Logan are the other two glitter cups colors. So on the website at littleandrose.com, the glitter packet, you get the Tumbler, Rocket, Alexander, Logan, and some of the little sprinkles, all on the website in a bundle. It's the donut bundle. You can find it in today's deal. Today's deals on the website. The website is linked. You can see right below in the description below this. littleandrose.com. It's our website. So you can find that bundle there in today's deals when you're out shopping. And always keep in mind that the code, I'm going to type it right out here so you guys at YouTube can see it. It's YT10. You can use that code one time for 10% off. So everybody on Facebook, if you missed that, the code YT10 can be used one time, one per person, for 10% off your order. So you can get all your bundles and your goodies. The last bundle that I used on the last tumbler was the Farm Fresh bundle. This one is the donut bundle. This one comes with the cup. So you will get the 30-ounce modern tumbler, the glitter, and the sprinkles. All right, so we are gonna take this guy and I'm gonna do epoxy on top of this. One more turner. Got one here. Silicone matte. Silicone matte me. Dropping the silicone matte down to protect the surface. Also keeps my turner from slipping and sliding around. A foam. And the 30-ounce tumbler. I love our turner because this will fit literally almost anything. I actually had the giant wine cooler. You put the entire bottle of wine like down inside this cooler thing, and that big old canister fit on our turner just fine and turned just fine. So I love it. So you just push gently on there. It's gonna hold on to that. We're gonna get it rotating. If you missed this yesterday, we did this live. You look at the sparkle on those glitters. Holy farts. I'm looking at the video. We did this yesterday. We used the Little and Rose Quick Cure Epoxy. It cures up in 10 minutes. It seizes up in like 2 minutes and it's cured to the touch at 10. Make sure my pin is in there. Yeah, it's cured to the touch at about 10 minutes. That's how we get these absolutely beautiful drips. And I did 2 layers with the pink and the green. I mean, so the 2 pink, light pink, dark pink. You can watch that in replay yesterday. It's on our YouTube channel and it's labeled just Peachy Tumbler Live. And I will go in and edit that to say part 1. So you can check that out if you want to watch us do this tumbler. We applied the glitter, the Rocket glitter with Quick Cure as well. And so we did all of these steps yesterday in one day. Now I could have gone in last night and done this layer, this step that I'm doing now last night, but I ran out of time. So we're gonna jump in today. But in theory, I could have glittered, dripped, and epoxied this tumbler all in one day. I would be putting on the second coat this morning and I could have this tumbler turned out in 4 days because you wanna make sure you let everything cure for 72 hours before before you give it to a friend or your customer. You just want, for safety reasons, and for durability, you don't want that cup going in the mail before 72 hours because the packaging can dent and damage and smear little fingerprints and stuff on your epoxy. Even though it feels cure to the touch, it does take 72 hours to completely cure. Yes, the little hands popping in or out are Morgan. Yes, Shelby. Morgan's going to be here with me until about 6 o'clock every night, just helping me get through lives and grabbing me stuff and keeping me sane and keeping me moving. I can get through a lot more and teach you guys a lot more when she can help me and grab stuff for me. So I love it because I can get more info to you guys in a shorter amount of time. She's awesome. Plus she wants to be here because if she's not here, I leave a giant mess on this table and she's got to deal with it in the morning.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I know she's done with this. I know she's done with this.
All right, so we're going to use the pouring Art Epoxy again. Yes, tissue paper can stick to it and bubble wrap will leave dents in it. So that's why you want to make sure you wait the full 72 hours. Also, if you hand your tumbler over to somebody who is allergic to epoxy, you can cause a serious allergic reaction. It'd be like giving peanut butter to somebody allergic to peanuts. Like, epoxy is safe once it's cured, but up until then you don't know who's going to have an allergic reaction, who's not. So be safe.
Any suggestions for a wine bottle for the opening being so small?
Hang method, Tony. Do hang method on the wine bottles.
Or like turning too?
Nope, hang method. Just drop it down on a drying rack and do the hang method over and over and over. All right. Thank you, Cassie. Yes, Morgan's like, because I'm going to be making another one of these, and she's like, dibs. All right, so we're going to get going on epoxy. I'm actually going to do a thin coat of epoxy on this one because I don't want any of the epoxy bunching up inside the cracks. So I'm going to be going and doing almost like a hang method layer, but it's going to be spinning on the turner. So let's go ahead and mix. Let's mix just under 20 grams. Do 8 grams and 8 grams. So we'll do more than one coat on this. Sorry, no talking and squeezing. Almost dead on. It's always satisfying when that happens. The reason you don't want to do a super thick coat is as it's turning and it starts hardening up and curing up, that epoxy will build up and get a dam along these drips. So we're going to do a nice thin coat down in here so that it doesn't really move on the tumbler as we're going, and it'll get a nice smooth even coat. Absolutely, yes, Michelle, yes, you can. Morgan's got to get me organized enough to where I remember to use my epoxy mixer, especially when I'm epoxying more than one cup in a row, so that I can show you guys how the epoxy mixer works. But yes, the epoxy mixer on our website works very beautifully with all of our epoxies. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I know, wasn't it awesome? It makes it so your epoxy is essentially bubble free. When you mix with the epoxy, the mixer is really awesome for multiple things. You can mix larger batches of epoxy. You have essentially no bubbles in the epoxy when the mixer mixes it because it's kind of like a cement mixer style. I designed and created that sucker. It took me months to get the design perfect. Christina will tell you guys, she was with me when I was designing it and creating it and conceptualizing, making that word up. And having prototypes made and then trying those prototypes and then tweaking it a little bit and having another prototype made. I think but my prototypes at some point went out in dent and ding bags. Somebody said I should have kept them all, and I was like, well, oh, you're right. But I sent them all out because I was going to say this one is doing something weird on the turner. So before I get too far along with the epoxy, I'm going to reset it. Here, maybe it's the foam. There we go. That foam was being funny. All right, there we go. So you can see I'm going in very, very sparse. God, I cannot talk today. Going in very sparingly and just making sure we're basically essentially just covering this glitter. It's so laid down flat because of the hang method, and that quick cure epoxy just gripped it so firmly and laid it down so smooth that it's very easy to coat this. With tumblers like this is an advanced kind of oh gosh, I'm struggling. It's an advanced kind of style tumbler, but if you just follow along here, it makes it so much easier doing this side by side. And you're gonna see I'm gonna come in here with my silicone tools. If you've seen my dragon tumbler, I use the silicone tools for that as well, the 3D dragon tumbler.
One of these ones?
Yeah. Okay, let's coat the bottom. But you can see with the hang method, you can see that this chunky glitter looks super smooth on camera because it's laid down so flat from doing hang method and then pressing it down. All right, there we go. I'm going to make sure, kind of going through and make sure we have all of the rose gold covered. Then I'm gonna clean off my glove and go in and work on the pink. I don't want any of the rose gold to contaminate up here. A couple little pieces got knocked off and loose. All right, so now we're gonna go through and just gently go in here and cover this. Oh, thank you, Regina. Some of them are fails, but I don't mind failing on camera with you guys. It shows you guys that everyone's human. We all have a learning curve. Sometimes I try something new, or I do Mad Science Laboratory with you guys here and stuff goes sour, but it's a learning process. You guys saw me last week attempt this with Christina. I had the idea of putting the coloring in part A and then mixing the colors together because we were using quick cure. So she's like, it might go help time-wise to already have the dye mixed into the epoxy. We tried that, did not go well. Don't recommend it. So if you want to watch that fail, that's in the Facebook group. So now we have plenty of epoxy here, so I'm not going to use any more. I've got a little left. I've got enough for hang method of on a tumbler actually. So again, just making sure we go in here very carefully. All right, so if you're motoring along with this and you start seeing epoxy pooling up somewhere, I will show you how to fix that, because you don't want the pooling because it's going to take away from the effect of the drips. So you just take your little silicone tool and you can go in and either push the epoxy out and move it somewhere else and get it out from in the crevice. The set of these tools is on our website. If you don't have them yet, I highly recommend, even if you buy one thing on our website. Oh, if you buy one thing on our website, let's see. If you're gonna buy 5 things on our website, let me tell you my favorite 5 things. Silicone tools, our epoxy, our epoxy, the silicone tools, bow, the glitter color bow, this bundle, the donut bundle. I don't know, what are my favorite 5 things on the website right now? Oh, I love the water slide that says, this is one about you're an idiot and I admire your total commitment to it or something.
Oh God, I thought you were thinking.
It's a water slide and it's so funny. Christina found it and it says something like,
the one the gnome that's like, I miss you like an idiot misses the point.
oh, that one's funny too. Those are in our naughty section. All right, so now there you go. So now this cup looks exactly the same, but now it's all sealed in under epoxy. Oh, Angie got her Big Daddy. So this one we're gonna let turn just like this. Look at the little party drip down there. I love it.
Yeah.
We're gonna let this one turn. Oh, tweezers.
Yep.
The stupid water slide. Yes, Nikki's got that water slide. It's awesome. Yeah, the epoxy for sure. Especially if you're struggling with epoxy, our epoxy is very user friendly. And if you struggle, I'm always here. I'm live Monday through Friday, and you can pop on and be like, this is what happened to my epoxy. The other day, somebody was asking me questions and I couldn't figure out what she was trying to exactly explain on the live. So I said, post it in the group and tag me. So she did, and I was able to kind of troubleshoot again with her in the group. So we are here, and my moderators are here. They all use the epoxy. They're all well versed in it, so they can help you. But yeah, I mean, silicone tools, our turner, our mixer,
Water slide
the
paper.
tweezers, the water slide paper. Oh, our printable vinyl. Okay, here we go. We're working on my top 5. Our printable vinyl, because our printable vinyl is amazing, and it works beautifully with your Cricut or your Silhouette. Silicone tools, our turner. I love our turner. What am I at?
Bow.
Tweezers
Tweezers.
and bow.
Bow.
Bo is our cheat glitter. He's super fun. Oh, the pin pen. Penny loves my pin pen.
There's no top 5 around here. You
I
gotta do
know.
like a top 20.
The printable vinyl is amazing. So let me show you guys. Christina made this today with our printable vinyl. This is what I was saying she made that was super cute. It says Sugarholic, and it has the little sprinkles on it. And that is printed on the printable vinyl and then cut out on the Cricut. How stinking cute. So, and if you want to start a sticker business, our printable vinyl is amazing for that. All right, so I'm going to move this guy down under the abyss that is my desk, and it's going to go right next to the other 2 tumblers that are turning under there. And we are going to turn the turner off. Okay. So now we are going to go in. Let's clean our space here a little bit.
How are we doing this one?
No. We're going to put our defense molds together. So on our website, we have a mold. It's the defense mold. And the last couple days, we've been working on making these 3 defense molds. I'm going to be taking these to the homeless teen shelter to their staff. When the staff go out, they go out actually in the middle of the night looking for at-risk youth to try to give aid and assistance and whatever they can to these kids that are out on the street and struggling. But they need to be safe, and so they actually all carry these defense molds because they're not going to carry a gun. They said it's too dangerous to even carry a gun, so they carry the defense molds while they're out and about because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and they're out on the street. So we noticed that they actually had these on their keychains, and so we asked them about them, and that's where we got, they told us what they do and why they go out and such things. And we're like, we make those. So we've been customizing a couple of these defense molds for the employees that do this. And so we've got 2 sets ready to go. I did these 2 days in a row because I made one set one day, and then I made the pairs to marry them up and pair them up so it's a nice, strong, sturdy defense mold. If you don't know what these are, this is a defense mold. This is on our website. This is the mold. It makes a whole bunch of them. These are actually keychain accessories, and you hook them onto your keychain. They are there for safety. If you are running at night or walking to and from your car, in a parking garage, wherever you are, if you ever feel unsafe, you actually can just put it in your hand and have it ready. So if somebody tries to assault you or come at you, you have something to protect yourself with. And you just put it in your fingers and hold it. These, I actually really like this style. This is my preference of style. You hold it in your hand like this as you walk, and I keep my thumb on the back in case I need to jab it. And it is not a knife. It is just a sharp point. It's like kind of like holding a pencil in your hand. Stabbed with a glitter stabby. Stab them with a glitter stabby. And it's just for protection, and in case you are in need, it's always there with your key set of keys. So we're going to go ahead and fuse these together. Let's make some quick here.
Are they designed to be doubled?
They are designed to be doubled. You don't have to double them, but they're going to be a lot more stable and sturdy, especially if they're going to be beaten around in your backpack or your purse. I would say double them up so that it's stronger. It's not going to break. This little guy by itself, if you needed to, it would definitely do the trick by itself. But in your backpack, you might break the tip or the little things off the end. So we're going to go ahead and use Quick Cure. And we're going to mix like a smidge of Quick Cure, put it in the middle, and I'm going to literally hold it by hand until it cures for a couple seconds, and then we're going to set it down and work on the next one. So we're going to make tiny little batches of Quick Cure here. You can do this with regular epoxy and just clamp them or rubber band them together. Oh, you know what? I just had a little bit. Can you grab me a rubber band?
Yep.
And that way I can show them the difference. So I'll do one with Quick Cure, and I will do one with the leftover residue of the last tumbler we had.
Like a thicker one?
The curved one. Oh, yes, the curved one can't be doubled. This one right here. That's right, because I actually, when I went to make that, I actually specifically didn't do that one because I'm like, oh, I can't double that one. We're literally going to make like not even 1 gram. It's going to be a half a gram, just over a half a gram. They do look better doubled, Misty. I agree. These do sell well, but make sure that they are legal in your area before you sell. Everything's legal in Texas. All right, so I've got this little bit. I'm just going to do a quick stir on this.
Would UV resin work on it?
I don't think UV resin would be strong enough. And the UV resin wouldn't work because it can't get in between to cure. There's no way for the light to get in between. It would cure what's on the outside, like the edge, along the edge, but it wouldn't actually cure up in the middle. So it probably would not really be strong enough. Oh, it smells like rhino farts.
That's your choice of animal? Rhino?
I mean, I
Like,
bet if
that's
a
your-
rhino farts, it smells really bad, just like this does. Okay, so we're gonna take it, squeeze, line it perfectly.
And then,
Oh, this one I'm just gonna hold
oh, you're holding. Okay.
to show how fast the Quick Cure works. Oh, Morgan asked a question. Somebody said, good question. Oh, you asked. What question did you ask? Oh, the rhino farts?
Oh, is
She said, that's your
That
choice
is
of
a-
animal? Yes. I mean,
I mean,
right? If
it's-
if a rhino farts, you probably don't want to be anywhere near it.
But it wasn't like a basic, like an elephant or like a monkey or like a, a dog or a cat.
Right?
Well, I mean, not
Elephants are
weird
really
animal.
stinking cute. So I feel like an elephant toot would be like, toot.
It's like being random, like saying a panda. Like, like what?
No, because pandas are cute. Rhino just seems like it would be intense.
Aggressive.
Be a very aggressive fart. At least I'm honest when I'm live with you guys. Did I just do the same thing where I put A and A together because this should already be tightening up? There's a solid chance I did that again. No, there isn't a solid chance I did that again. I've never smelled one either, Tish, but I do imagine that it would be gnarly. Misty, you are speaking another language. I have no idea what you're saying. A Nutramigan, then tooting, it's really bad. Or a baby drinking Nutramigan, then tooting, it's really bad. I don't know what Nutramigan is. Whatever that is, my baby's never had it. Actually, elephant poo smells like grass. And I know this because I spent an entire day taking care of elephants, and we have to dig through the poop. They made us dig through the poop. That's how you tell if an elephant's healthy. You have to break the poop apart, and if it breaks apart really easy, it means that they are dehydrated. If it's like you want it to be like gooey, and they're like, if it's not gooey and it breaks apart, like, then the elephant is dehydrated.
Was that a California thing? Or
What?
did you do that out here?
Oh, I did that in Thailand.
Oh, nowhere near here.
No. But I played with poop.
A type of baby formula?
Oh, type of baby formula. My babies I had to bring formula in from Europe for my kids because they were preemies and they were so sensitive. And American formula, I'm not bashing people who use formula. Everybody, fed is best, whatever. It's not a statement for me, but my babies could not have American formula. The first ingredient in American formula is sugar. And
Sounds about right.
And I didn't want my kids to have that as their first ingredient, but also their little newborn preemie tummies couldn't handle it, so we had to import. We brought all of our formula in from Europe. It was very expensive. It about killed Ivan and I financially. Brutal. All right, so now we're just going in here. Gonna do that one. Do we have the rubber band ready?
Yes, you
Okay,
did.
so I'm gonna place this one. This one is gonna take overnight to cure. So we're just gonna set it together.
You want it in two, or you want to wrap it yourself?
I'll wrap it. So I'm gonna just go right in here.
Do you want another one or just the one?
This should hold pretty good because I'm gonna go right through the middle. And then we're gonna let this one sit, and that one will cure up overnight.
It looks like something they used in like the Romeo and Juliet, like reenacting.
Oh, for sure. Especially because of the colors. By the way, the glitter colors on these suckers are all part of our glitter sub box. So this one is Dune, and this will be coming out on the 1st of the month. Okay, then we have Coal. I almost said Cove, but I know Cove is the white one. This is Coal. And then the white is Cove. The white with a little hint of gold is Cove. Okay, so now we're gonna, actually we do need two because we gotta get this guy done. Do the second one. So you can see what a tiny amount of epoxy it takes. So we're gonna drop that one down. Okay.
One more,
Yeah, to make this sure the tip.
just to make sure. Ooh, throwing it at you.
There we go.
Cassie Kent says, "Hi guys."
Hello, Cassie Kent. Hello, you guys. All right, there we go. And just like that, bada bing, bada bang. All right, so we're gonna let these cure up overnight. We've got the donut bundle tumbler going. It's got its first coat of epoxy. We'll do another coat tomorrow. We've got the coastal bundle tumbler going for Dipika. We have the Farm Fresh Just Peachy tumbler going. That is going to be for Tahani. Those two women are amazing, and they bid on them in our live auction in Facebook, and the money went towards supporting our homeless teen shelter here locally. And but all those bundles you can get under today's deals on our website. You can use the code capital Y, capital T 10, YT10 for a discount. You can use that code one time on our website to get a discount on the website, littleandrose.com. And with that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, see you later.